Grammar in use lesson. Watch this video. Watch this video and learn how to use question words in affirmative and negative sentences in English. Well, if you don't know me very well, hello, I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So I appreciate your support. If you have already done so, well, no, awesome. So make sure to hit the like button and share this video with a friend. Now, guys, here on my channel, I help pre-intermediate and intermediate students to go from stuck to speaking. This is basically my goal here. That's the level I focus on. And at this level, it's important to pay attention to grammar mistakes. Now, question words are very popular. What, where, when, who, how, tell me why, and, it is very popular. But as you keep going, as you keep advancing your English, it's important to study a little bit more information about the basic subjects you studied when you were a beginner. And that's what I do here on my channel. That's what I do a lot with my students from my academy, my online program, the Real English Academy. Yes. So this level is a challenge because here you start to pay attention to mistakes you make. And perhaps you need a little bit more grammar work to fix some mistakes. And that's what I do with my students. We have workshops every month. We have different kinds of workshops, vocabulary, grammar, music. I think last month, yes, February, we had a music workshop. It was really cool. So I'm always bringing subjects to help my students level up their English level. But that being said, let's talk about question words. What, where, who, when, how. Well, I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I'm going to share some important points when making sentences in English. You probably learned how to make a phrase, how to make a sentence. I like to study English. My sister travels 3 times a year. I would like to buy a house someday. I went to the movie theater last week. I went out with my boyfriend last night. So these are all sentences. Now, you also learned that we use the WH in questions, the WH words. What do you like to do in your free time? Where do you go on vacation? Who is your best friend? When do you study English? So these are questions, question words, okay? How have you been? There you go. Now, we can use these words in affirmative sentences, in negative sentences. We don't only use them in questions. Oh, hello, new information. You probably used this already. But here I just want to point out some explanations. For instance, with some verbs, not all. Some verbs. Teacher Manny, I don't know. I'm not a walking dictionary. I'm not a grammar walking book. I can tell you with certainty that with some verbs, you're going to use the structure WH plus to plus verb in both affirmative and negative sentences. So when I say WH, the what, where, when, who, okay, how. There you go. There are some exceptions. I'll talk about them. Then the to, the preposition to, then the verb. Any verb. Any verb you want. But before this, there are some verbs. So before this structure, there are some verbs that make this possible. Not all verbs will make this possible. Check that out. So look at the screen right now. With these verbs, ask, decide, discover, discuss, explain, find out, forget, know, learn, remember, say, think, understand, wonder. This structure is possible. Is it mandatory? No, absolutely not. You need a context. Let's take a look at some examples. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. It's a phrase, a negative phrase. She doesn't know. And then I can use a WH, a question word. She doesn't know how to explain her situation. Very common phrase many people hear in movies. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Ah, there you go. Now you know the explanation that with some verbs, this structure is possible. I can decide. I cannot decide. Decide what to eat. Does that happen to you when you go to a restaurant? Tell me, I want to know about this. Okay, I want to know about you. Does that happen to you when you go to a restaurant and you cannot decide what to eat because everything looks delicious and you are starving and you cannot decide, you cannot make up your mind? There you go. Another example. He is wondering, he's thinking, he's wondering how to convince his sister to help him. Ah, yes, I'm wondering how to make you subscribe to my channel. maybe if I sing a little, maybe if I am extra nice. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe if I provide you with something useful, you will consider subscribing to my channel. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, okay? Don't worry about that. Now, we also have we also have verb plus object with some verbs, not all of them. We always keep that in mind because probably someone in the comment section will come and say, but Priscilla, how about the verb run? I run what to go. What? It doesn't work with all verbs, okay? Keep that in mind. But anyway, a verb plus object. Sometimes there is a verb plus object before the question word. In this structure, you can use ask, advise, show, teach, and tell. This is not going to happen to all verbs. So I'm showing you. Perhaps all of them. There could be another verb that I forgot because I'm human. Because we're only human. So because of that, I may have missed the verb. But these ones, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not in the right page. Okay, now I am in the right page. So ask, advise, show, teach, tell. And what is the object? Typically the object pronoun. There could be another word, okay? I showed the teacher. Okay, it's an object, but I'm not using a pronoun. I'm using an object that represents a person. I showed my students. Okay, so it's not always her, me, you. It can be an object that represents a person. So it depends on the sentence you're building, quite honestly. But let's take a look. I showed her where to go. So let's think of a context. An old lady is walking down the street and she stops me and asks for help. Then because I'm a good person, I'm a good girl, I show this old lady, I show her where to go. Ah, very nice. See? Got it? If you got it, come on, support the channel. I will insist. Because, and why do I always remind students to subscribe and to share? Because YouTube always send me reports. You know, they send me documents and PDF files showing me that, hey, Priscilla, more than 50% of the people who watch your videos are not subscribed. They watch, but they're not here. But it's fine. You know, I get it. My sister taught me how to cook. This is not true. I taught my sister how to cook. Yes, she didn't learn much, but nowadays she can fry a chicken fillet. She can make some rice. I try to teach her how to make. I try to teach her how to make beans, but she couldn't do it because she's afraid of the pressure cooker. Yeah, she doesn't like to use that. Anyway, my boss told me exactly what to say. Now here, keep in mind that I use an adverb, exactly. It's not mandatory. My boss told me what to say. But here, I want to add a little bit more drama. My boss told me exactly, word by word, exactly what to say. Not necessarily word by word, but the exact things, what you needed to say. So my boss told me exactly what to say. There you go. Okay. Now, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you're interested. I have an amazing study plan cycle called the 21-day study plan cycle. And why is 21 day? Build better habits. You need to start with at least 21 days to condition your brain to change. And then why cycle? Because I teach you how to repeat what I teach in this plan. Because you study alone, you got to learn how to study, how to organize your routine. Therefore, this 21-day study plan cycle is the second best thing I sell. What is the first thing that I sell? My academy. Right now, I don't know when you're watching this. Right now, I don't know if the registration is open. But if you need help, if you need organization ideas, my 21-day study plan cycle is the one for you. I also have a listening mastery workshop that will show you the 5 best practices you need to follow in your routine if you want to master your listening comprehension. But hey, chill, enjoy this video. That's all I can ask from you. Let's keep rolling. Prepositions. Oh, come on. This wouldn't be a grammar lesson without prepositions, right? Gotta talk about them. But anyway, a preposition can come before the question word. Now, let's keep in mind that there are many prepositions. I will repeat this. I am not giving a definite answer. I'm not saying it's black and white, okay? It doesn't matter if we're black or white. Ooh. But anyway, seriously now. Typically, when using this structure, you will often find the prepositions of and about. And that's what I'm going to show you here. Does that mean that you can only use prepositions of and to and about? No. Okay? I'm just showing you what is more common. Because, guys, there are so many grammar lessons, so many grammar explanations and rules and exceptions and situations. But let's focus on communication. That's how I like teaching grammar. Okay? So, preposition can come before the question word. Remember, affirmative, negative sentences. He was informed about what to do in case of an emergency. So he was informed about what to do. So there is a preposition before the question word what. This may happen, okay? I couldn't think of what to say. I was so surprised when I saw all those people watching my live lesson and subscribing to my channel that I couldn't think of what to say. No, I'm kidding. I would probably think you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm lying. But you get the idea. You get the gist, right? Typically of and about, but there are other prepositions. There are so many prepositions. So it's possible that other prepositions may come before a question word. I just don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on the main point of the lesson. This is possible. I'm showing you typical prepositions, okay? Now, why? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Why is different. You cannot do this with why. Oh my God, teacher Prix, you come here with a lesson and you're already telling us we can't do it. Yeah, this is me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Do not use why before a to infinitive. Look at the examples, the one that is correct and the one that is wrong. No one could explain why she had to leave. No one could explain why to leave. Why is she to leave? No, don't do that. We cannot. You will have to start a new phrase, a new sentence. I don't know why she was so angry. I have to make a new phrase. That's what I'm saying. I cannot use a to plus infinitive. I couldn't explain what to do. It's possible. I couldn't explain what to say. I couldn't explain where to go. It's possible. Can I use this in a phrase? Now we need to think about reality, conversation. I couldn't tell the old lady where to go. Okay? It's possible. I couldn't tell the old lady where to go. I couldn't tell the old lady why to go. It's strange, okay? Why she had to go in that direction. Why she had to go back 2 blocks. So I cannot do that, okay? That's a bit of an exception here. And a little bit more information. What, whose, which. Now, we have the question word. I showed you examples with question words. Sometimes these question words may come with a noun. It's possible. Look at the example. She showed me how much sugar. Oh, sugar. So after what, whose, which, how many, and how much, it's possible and in some cases necessary to add a noun. She showed me how much sugar to add in the mix. So perhaps I was cooking, making my cake, making cookies. I like making cookies. And then my sister or my friend showed me, hey, Priscilla, add this sugar, So she showed me how much sugar. Oh, 200 grams, 2 cups, 1 cup, you name it. I don't know whose story to believe. If I believe my friend's story or if I believe my sister's story, someone is lying. I don't know whose story to believe. I need a noun because if I just say I don't know whose to believe, I could use a different word. But because I want to show you the example, I don't know whose story to believe. She showed me which books to buy. So maybe I was at a bookshop and I was walking through the aisles, with my friend. And then my friend showed me which books to buy. Priscilla, you should buy this book and this other book here, this imaginary book. These are the books you should buy. So my friend was so kind to me. So later on, I was talking to my sister and I was telling her, oh, hey, I was with this friend of mine at a bookshop and I wanted to buy new books about personal development and neuro-linguistic programming. And this friend of mine was so nice. He showed me which books to buy. There you go. And finally, just a little bit of information, whether or if. This may happen, okay? So I decided to show you. I have decided whether to stay here. I have to decide whether to stay here or not. If you want to use infinitive, to go, to stay, you cannot use if. I don't know if to go, if to stay. Don't do that. Then you have to use whether. I don't know whether to go or not. And you don't need to say whether to go or not to go. You can stop at or not. I don't know whether to go or not. I don't know whether to subscribe to Teacher Prix's channel or not. Or you can stop at whether to subscribe to Teacher Prix's channel. It's fine. I understand that you're thinking about it, okay? Doing or not. But I cannot do that with if. I'm not sure if to invite Susan or not. Ridiculous. I don't know whether to invite Peter or not. I don't know whether to ask you guys to share this lesson or not, because I've been bugging you guys to share and like. So could I do that one last time? Maybe. We never know. We'll never know. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and if you're interested, check the description for the study plan cycle. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!